And yes, we do firmly believe in that being the case for some things, but sometimes I feel like because we stay stuck in that mindset, that's what keeps us stuck in that race to accomplish it versus being like, I've paid my dues. Now it's time for me to operate in a mindset of, hey, it's what I want needs to come now.
Greetings and welcome to Tea Vybz Tribe Podcast. My name is Amaru and this is my wonderful wife, Shana.
Thank you, my handsome.
Appreciate you.
And we are Our Essence of Serenity. And again, this is our podcast where we like to sip tea in our Essence of Serenity's mugs and invite you to the table for various conversations. And I was about to ask you if you would like to tell them. If you're new to the channel, usually my husband announced what's in the cup, but I forgot to tell him. But
I got it.
Oh, you got it? Okay. Well, it's on the...
Right, you know what I'm saying? I was going to improvise, you know what I'm saying? Improv.
Keep on reading his
Let me make sure I do this right, though. Make sure I read that right. I sure did. Okay. It is chamomile, vanilla, and honey tea.
Yes. And it is very delicious. So, to go ahead
Delicioso.
and... You like it?
Delicioso.
I know they heard you. To go ahead and jump right into the topic. So what we're going to talk about today is actually a conversation that me and my husband had on yesterday, which is about paying your dues. Typically, when you hear people say that, I sound like, what Disney character was that stumbled over his words? Was it Daffy Duck or Donald Duck? Which one? Oh, was it the pig? Which one?
No,
was
you
it?
talking about Looney Tunes, Porky Pig.
Yeah. Okay, so when you hear someone say, I paid my dues or I'm paying my dues, typically that means putting in the work to accomplish whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish, whatever the ultimate goal is, whatever it is that you're working towards, basically putting in the work for that. And we were talking about yesterday how sometimes you accept the fact that, okay, I'm just having to pay my dues. It's going to eventually pay off. But what if it's that very mindset that we stay stuck in that keep us stuck and forever chasing that dream? We firmly believe in speak what you want, your words of affirmations. So if we're constantly in the mindset of, oh, I just have to pay my boo. Forgive me, y'all, I'm sleepy.
You can pay me? Shit.
That I have to pay my dues, and that's why I'm having to go through this, and it's taking so long to get it. And yes, we do firmly believe in that being the case for some things, but sometimes I feel like because we stay stuck in that mindset, that's what keeps us stuck in that race to accomplish it versus being like, I've paid my dues. Now it's time for me to operate in a mindset of, hey, it's what I want needs to come now. I feel like there's nothing wrong with that. Some people may disagree, but
yeah, I feel as if when it comes to that particular situation, like you said, as far as it being in a mindset, you'd be surprised on how much you've put energy into that very emphasis, and you're literally stuck in a loop. Because we'll get our emotions involved and tend to find ways of prolonging that very thing. In other words, doing more harm to ourselves without even realizing it. It's in our subconscious, but consciously we think that we're progressing, we're keeping going. But
and this is I'm in alignment.
You're literally like you're in alignment and you ain't going nowhere.
No, you just manifesting against it.
Exactly. Yeah. Especially if you're dwelling on the past, because that can bring forth depression, and worried about what's going on in the future can bring forth anxiety. So you're bringing on all these things that should be centered around this very moment, which should be of clarity, which should be of, you know what, I have paid my dues. Right. I've been through so much, and I know it's already paying off. It's just that law of attraction, I'm not seeing it for what it is. Therefore, I'm not receiving it.
Right.
Not getting those frequencies, not getting those vibrations that it should be in alignment where I should be, but I'm not in alignment with it. So, yeah.
So let's hear a quick word from our sponsors. Is this the new sponsored video? Or should I tell them to stay tuned?
Just stay tuned.
Okay, so stay tuned. Maybe, maybe not. I guess you'll see the surprise if it is in a couple of seconds. This video is sponsored by Zenful Vibes, which is a holistic line created by Our Essence of Serenity. The relaxation butter is a moisturizing butter that is infused with catnip. Catnip is known to provide a calming effect and aids with skin irritation. Our relaxation butter also has shea butter, which is known to aid with stretch marks, dry skin, dandruff, prevent cell damage, enhance skin texture, and more. We've also included oils such as jojoba oil, vitamin E oil, and more. Not only is our relaxation butter beneficial for the skin, but it's also beneficial for the hair as it reduces split ends, makes the hair shinier, and provides moisture to the hair. To read more about our relaxation butter, be sure to check out our website, www.ouressenceofserenity.net, under the Zenful Vibes tab.
And we are back.
Yep. So, I think one of the things that also keep us stuck in the mindset of, I'm just paying my dues is fear. Mm-hmm. Sometimes, even though you may want something so bad and you may want to obtain it so bad, sometimes in the back of our mind and deep down in our hearts, it could, you like how I did that in our hearts? Mm-hmm. It could be a thing of fear. Sometimes you can get comfortable in the situation that you're in because you're familiar with that situation. You're familiar in being in a race to obtain whatever it is that you're working towards. And so it can be a thing of, okay, I'm used to this, but I'm not used to what it looked like once I actually accomplish this thing. So,
and a lot of that can be due to that lack of love for self, something we've been talking about on previous episodes.
Yeah.
Feeling as if you're not worthy enough, feeling as if you're not deserving enough when you really are. And honestly, I believe when it comes to people who really have put that work in and you know exactly who you are, don't see it as you deserve it. You've earned it.
Right.
Like, it shows based off what you've been seeing thus far. It's just that you're waiting for some sort of phenomenon to happen, but sometimes it doesn't work like that. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's meant for you to see what you're meant to see within that very moment, and that's going to get you one step closer to whatever that is that you're working towards. But don't disregard all the hard work that you've been through and put in thus far, because that can be very discouraging.
Yeah, don't discredit yourself.
Right.
I know people that don't like to give themselves credit. And I'm like that with certain things. Yeah. I've learned to give myself more credit than what I used to, but it's okay to give yourself credit. Also, I believe that God will test you. God, Most High, the universe, whatever you call the source. I believe that, God will test you. And it can be a thing of, you're steady praying, hey, God, bless me with this, bless me with this, bless me with this. And God is like, the blessing is here. I just need you to change your mindset of being stuck in go mode with trying to hustle and get this very thing that's here. You just have to change your mindset and learn how to operate in abundance. Learn how to operate in achievement. So, or achieving, actually achieving it. So.
Yeah, and I feel a lot of that misalignment or miscommunication or things being lost in translation could really be based off your perception on what you think it should look like based off things around you that may not have nothing to do with who you are or your essence. So knowing that this is going to be something that I know resonates with me because it's going to be based off something that I feel, it's going to be based off a frequency that you know that you're at, not seeing it as, that gives me further confirmation, therefore that confirmation is the reason why it's there. No, it was already there. You just need to look deeper.
And sometimes, like when you mention, like sometimes you tend to pay attention to the things around you, and that dictates in your mind that, I'm not there yet. Sometimes, once again, shifting that mindset will also shift the things around you to settle into what it looks like to have that thing already in your life. Everything else around you being in alignment. So is there anything else that you would like to add?
I will add this. So further validation that you're at where you're supposed to be, you're going to have a whole lot of opposition.
Yeah.
There are going to be a lot of things coming your way trying to keep you from seeing what's already prevalent in your very life, which lets you know it's there. Because if you weren't doing something right, it would be very easy. You wouldn't see it as a struggle. It wouldn't be a challenging endeavor. It wouldn't be nothing that you would be prevailing. It would be something that it would just be of the average.
Yeah.
And you're not average.
And with that, I have like a love-hate relationship with that now, with the whole thing with the opposition. It's true, but I feel like once again, we got to know when we know that we're where we're supposed to be at and we paid our dues to, whereas we know that this opposition is no longer a thing just happening because I'm where I'm supposed to be, but sometimes it's happening because once again you have not shifted your mindset, so you're creating the opposition. Because I believe in enough being enough. When does it end? Sometimes they feel like the opposition does not end, so I believe that sometimes that's because we have not allowed it to end. So you really have to know when to cut it off. That was something else I was going to say, and then we can close out. So I can't remember, and I'm too tired to try to remember. But at this time, we would like to invite you to like this video, comment, subscribe. Make sure you hit the notification bell so that you can be notified when we post content. Make sure that you share this video. On every video that we do, there is a message, and you don't want to get in the way of the universe conveying this message to whomever is meant to reach. Also, make sure that if you are intrigued by us and you would like to learn more about us, check out our what, Sweetness?
Our website at Our Essence of Serenity.net.
But where can they find it?
What you mean?
Down in the description.
Oh, you right. I was like...
You don't even have to put it in the website. You could just click the link down below.
That part.
Also, we are excited because we are actually working on something. So right now it's in the planning stages, but just so y'all can have something to look forward to, we will be creating our own mini-series. It'll be an animated mini-series. So we's actually. So we are actually working on that as we speak as of today. And we look forward to bringing that also for you all's entertainment. Is there anything else that we need to add?
Nah, we touched on everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so until next time, you all take care. And what do they need to do, handsome?
Know your worth and stay lifted.